What's up, guys? This is Bobby Douglas, and welcome to part 2 of my 2020 NBA Draft Big Board Reveal. Today we'll be going through numbers 46 through 60 on my board, so let's get right into it. Coming in at 60 is Marquette guard Marcus Howard. I like Howard because of his versatile scoring ability. Howard averaged an absurd 27.8 points a game this past season, while also knocking down 41% of his threes on around 10 attempts a game. Howard may very well be the best overall shooter in this draft class. His shooting ability must be good enough, though, to outweigh his defensive and frame concerns. A slight 5'11", 180, Howard just won't be viable defensively in the NBA, and he will struggle against length in the league as well, as he had a tendency to get shut down against bigger, more athletic defenders, even at the college level. At 59, I have Oklahoma forward Christian Doolittle. Doolittle's well-rounded game should bode well for him in the NBA, as he has solid post touch around the basket and has shown projectable range from the outside during his Sooner career. He has also shown an improved passing vision that NBA teams should love, especially when combined with his soundness defensively. I do worry about his foot speed and switchability on the perimeter, and he is a bit of a tweener, as while he's only 6'7", he looks more comfortable playing on the block than he does on the perimeter, which might hinder his success in the professional ranks. At 58, I have KARIM. Manet took a prep year at Vanier College in Canada, and he has shown decent athleticism and fluidity on both ends of the floor. He's an active defender on the perimeter and uses his length well to disrupt opposing guards. Offensively, he uses long strides to get to his spots efficiently and has the athleticism to finish around the rim. But that's been an issue for him throughout his career. Manet doesn't seem to have a whole lot of touch around the basket or from deep, and I think he'll need to refine his skills before he's ready to contribute to an NBA roster. Coming in at 57 is Duke big man Vernon Carey. Carey's offensive touch around the basket is well documented, as the freshman averaged around 19 points a game last year on 58% shooting. He's also a load on the block and uses his frame well to inhale rebounds and provide raw resistance on defense. Ultimately, my worry with Carey is that he's just not a good enough athlete to really survive defensively in the NBA. He's not vertically capable of being an effective rim protector, and he's not nearly quick enough to provide adequate defense on the perimeter. It's just tough to foresee how he isn't a negative contributor on that end. At 56, I have LEANDRO BOLMARO. While many see him as a first-round prospect, I really don't buy the Barcelona guard as much as other analysts do. While he does provide sensational size and playmaking at 6'7" with his high-level court vision, I just don't think he'll be that effective in the NBA. To me, all I see is a guy who is capable of making flashy passes and having a fluid handle, and I'm not sure how much value that holds on its own. While his defense was encouraging, I'm not sure he's a difference maker on that end either, and his shot is also a major concern, as he hasn't been a consistently good shooter from beyond the arc at any point in his career. At 55, I'll bring in Kansas big man UDOKA AZUBUIKE. AZUBUIKE is an absolute monster from 6 feet and in. He shot an insane 74.8% from the field, and he can use his behemoth frame of 7 foot 270 pounds to just thoroughly demolish nearly anyone in the post. Defensively, he does a nice job taking up space down low, and he averaged 2.6 blocks a game this past season. My concern with UDOKA is that I'm not really confident he can offer anything outside of 6 feet from the basket. He has no chance of developing an outside shot, and he is prone to getting eaten alive on the perimeter and in switches. He's really good at what he's supposed to do, but he just isn't versatile. Coming in at 54, I have Kentucky big man Nick Richards. Richards really improved from his freshman to junior season in Lexington, and I really buy his overall hustle game combined with his rim running ability. Richards has shown the athleticism to be able to hunt down shots on the defensive end, while also providing adequate production on offense, as he averaged 14 a game on 64% shooting. He has also shown flashes of a mid-range game, which would really open up his NBA possibilities. Richards isn't the best lateral athlete, and he may struggle in switching schemes. His motor has also been a question as well. While I'm a fan of Richards, I think he'll need a very specific situation in order to work in the NBA. At 53, I'll add another Kentucky Wildcat in IMMANUEL QUICKLEY. QUICKLEY has really impressed NBA scouts with his winning attitude and flexibility, as he's shown the ability to play both guard spots quite well during his time in Lexington. QUICKLEY also offers a nice scoring package, as he's shown comfort at all 3 levels, while averaging 16 points a game this past season. He is also a hard worker defensively, as he does a nice job staying attached to his man and contesting shots on the perimeter. I do worry about his overall upside and NBA translatability, as his jump shot form is a little bit slow, and I'm worried if he can play make at a high enough level to get minutes on an NBA floor. At 52, I have Arkansas guard Isaiah Joe. Joe is seen as one of the best shooters in this draft, as he has shown the volume and shot versatility to be a sniper off the catch and off the dribble. At 6'6", scouts also like his rangy defensive playstyle, as he can use that length to attack passing lanes and offer strong help side defense. My main concern with Joe is that I don't really buy his shooting. While he is seen as a top-tier shooter, he only knocked down 34% of his threes this past season and 37% of his shots. I'm sure some of this can be attributed to a high-volume, eternal green light playing style, but I'd just like my best shooter in the class to knock down more than 34% from beyond the arc. At 51, I have Isaiah Joe's teammate Mason Jones. Jones was an offensive machine for Arkansas as he averaged 22 points and 3.5 assists per game for the Razorbacks, and I really love his savviness as well. He's a creative driver and passer, and he uses his feel for the game to create open shots for his teammates and get to the free throw line often, as his 282 attempts from the line led the country this season. Jones is a tad husky and slow in terms of the open floor, but I really do think his intellectual style should translate. While I do worry about how viable he will be on the defensive end, and I'm not entirely sold on his ability to play within a scheme on offense, again, I think he's too smart to be a total bust. At 50, I have Syracuse's Elijah Hughes. Hughes was the engine for the Orange this past season, as the East Carolina transfer averaged 19 points, 5 rebounds, and 3 assists. Hughes really has a lot of things going for him. At 6'6", he's got good positional size, and he has shown the ability to get baskets at a high volume, while his defensive flashes in the open court provide encouragement for his development on that end as well. Personally, I just don't think he's going to be all that efficient. I think he needs to showcase a better three-point percentage, as well as get a little bit quicker on both ends. There is also the mystery of his man-to-man defense, as he played in the Boeheim zone for the past 2 years. At 49, I have Nate Hinton. The Houston guard has an incredibly unique and fun game, as he is an Energizer bunny. At 6'5", he somehow manages to secure countless offensive rebounds and get to every single loose ball imaginable. He is the best hustle player in this draft without question in my mind. Defensively, he's also shown to be stout, as he can switch any position 1 through 4 and guard them with consistency. My main concern with Hinton is his scoring aptitude. He's never been a truly efficient guy in that regard, and he also has a tendency to check out at times. Offensively, I'm not sure that feel for the game will ever fully be there, but I do think he has an avenue to the NBA as a hustle guy. Coming in at 48 is LSU guard SKYLAR Mays. I like Mays because he offers a nice 3-and-D package from the guard spot, as the senior averaged 16.7 points a game, while also knocking down 39% of his threes. On defense, Mays plays like a veteran, as his hands are always active and his head is always on a swivel. My concern with Mays lies in his ball security. Mays has some dreadful games in terms of turning the ball over, and I'm not sure if he can handle the ball for an extended period of time, especially considering he's not the best end-to-end athlete. There's still a path to the NBA for Mays without these skills, but it does narrow quite a bit. At 47, I have Kansas guard DEVON Dotson. Dotson has a lot of spunk at 6'2", as he's shown to be a deft and fearless driver toward the basket while getting 18 points a game. Defensively, he's tough as nails, and while I'll question his upside on that end, effort will never be an issue with him. Regardless of his frame though, I project Dotson as an above-average defender in the NBA, as he truly can play bigger than his size would suggest. Dotson's offensive game does worry me, however. He's not really a true point guard, as he tends to turn the ball over frequently, and he also has a shaky outside shot that I'm not sure he can survive in the NBA without. At 46, I have DePaul forward Paul Reed. Reed is an energy forward who at 6'9", 220 has shown to be a versatile defender. Reed gets the loose balls well and can rebound relentlessly, as he averaged close to 11 a game. I like what the upside of Reed offers, I'm just not fully sure he'll get there. I have concerns about his switchability on the perimeter, and his offensive game remains raw. His shot mechanics are concerning at best and putrid at worst, and his feel for the game definitely needs fine-tuning. If he can put it all together, he'll be a solid NBA player, but I'm just not entirely sold that will happen. So that wraps it up for part 2 of my big board series. If you enjoyed the video, hit that like button and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss another one. Remember, if you have any disagreements or suggestions, go ahead and comment below, as I respond to literally every comment I receive. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you all soon for part 3.